What's up, Facebook family? My fit and fabulous friends. Hope you guys are having a good day today. I'm a little bit of a hot mess from traveling all day yesterday, but I had like a lot of thoughts on my mind from, we're outside, my kids are playing. It's kind of hot. It's like hotter here than it was in Punta Cana. But I wanted to come here and just like talk with you guys, chat with you guys. I know I did a video right before I left talking about my plan for my 60 days of Summer Strong. And then I wanted to talk just about some things I was thinking about while I was on this trip to Punta Cana, which was freaking amazing. You guys, the Hard Rock is just like fabulous. If you guys ever want to go there, I totally suggest going to the Hard Rock. I've been to the Hard Rock in Vegas, which was amazing. And this was just, it was great. And it's just crazy to me that I earned a vacation just for helping other people get started on their health and fitness journey. So hi, Caitlin. How are you doing? If you guys are waiting for a message from me, I'm going to be getting back to those shortly. But I did just enjoy the time that I had there. And now just jumping back into things. So I kind of wanted to let you guys know like what I'm doing. And I was doing a lot of reflection about why some people, it's easier for some people to jump on their health and fitness journeys, why it's not, why some people get long-lasting results, why some people don't. And so I thought I would just, as I shared everything with you guys, I don't really have a plan. I kind of did write out some notes because I probably will be all over the place, but I just wanted to come in here and chat. So if you guys have any questions, you can post them below. I also wanted to let you guys know that on Thursday, I've been getting lots of questions about coaching and about the trip I was on and all of that good stuff. So if you guys have questions about coaching, send them to me over the next few days. And on Thursday night, I'll be doing a live webinar explaining more about that. And I can get you plugged into that if you guys would like to know more. But okay, so first off, let's talk about like hashtag shiny objects versus real results. A few reasons I think that people end up getting real results or end up getting long-lasting results versus people that don't are a few things. And I think I came to the conclusion this weekend is the number one thing is education. A lot of people will see some shiny object, some diet, some fad thing, some weight loss pill or something, and they'll just go and they'll do that for a little while and they'll start to see results right away, and then they get frustrated. But they never really took the time to educate themselves on why they were doing the diet. Like, why is it going to work for you? What does it actually do? Like, I am constantly listening and plugging into things about nutrition, whether it be about, you guys know that I follow a low carb, high fat type of diet. And so I'm always listening to things about that. I'm always listening to things about other ways of eating and stuff, and just really making the determination to find out what works for me. And now that sounds very overwhelming at first, but it's really about taking baby steps at the beginning. The 21-day fix was was the game changer for me as far as nutrition goes. It was the game changer. Hold on one second. Davin, come over here. Our trampoline blew over, so it's like upside down right now. We have to take it down. Anyways, it really was like the game changer for me to start really learning about nutrition and learning how it works with some people's body. There is not one right answer that will work for everybody. So you know, find a place to start, find a plan to start with, and go from there. Even like I'm constantly trying new things. Last year at this time, I did the Ultimate Reset, which is a program that we have, and it didn't work as well as it did for other people. And it really gave me some, you know, just my body didn't do well with all of with the vegan stuff. It just didn't. And I had to eliminate a lot of the beans and legumes and things like that from my body because it was causing me more inflammation than it was doing me good. So the first thing is education, is really starting to learn about why you're doing this and why things work, why things don't work. And like I said, you can Google things, you can find things everywhere. There's podcasts, books and stuff. I can give you recommendations for some also if you would like. But the second thing is making a commitment that this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. It's actually something that's going to be lifelong. If you want to really get healthy and feel good in your body and live longer and do the things, go travel, be with your kids and things like that, you need to commit now to this being a lifelong journey of almost experimenting with yourself, finding what works for you, finding what doesn't work for you. And that's kind of where I want to talk about talk about what I'm gonna do, because I made a claim that I was going to follow one of the meal plans in the keto diet book, which this book is kind of like my Bible right now. Leanne has been, for the past year, I've been following her advice and following her plans, and it really has changed my life. But I don't want to put myself in a box of, okay, this is what I'm going to do as far as nutrition goes, because yes, I follow her advice, but some of the advice I don't follow because it just doesn't work for me. So I'm definitely going to use this like as a guide. I'm really going to dial in my nutrition, and I'm not going to put a label on myself. Yes, I will probably put a high carb or high fat, low carb label, I guess you would say, but really, I'm not going to say that I'm keto. I'm not going to say any of that. It's just really finding what works in my body. I know that over the past month that I have not been eating good. I have not been eating high fat, low carb. I can tell because I'm like, my thyroid is starting to scream at me. I can tell that I'm having issues with, oh, I might have to come back on. What happened? Oh, he's okay. But I've been noticing that I've been having like stomach issues and things like that. So just over the next 60 days, I really want to dial in my nutrition and really kind of create my own plan. And I'll be sharing things with that in my 60 Days to Summer Strong group with all of my people. So, you know, maybe you're not interested in high fat, low carb. This group will still be for you, because there's going to be lots of information of how you can choose a path that's right for you. So I will probably be sharing a lot of my nutrition on this page, on my Snapchat and things like that, because that's where I know I really need to focus to feel my best. He's okay. He's just mad that his brother doesn't want to play with him. I promise. I can see him. And then as far as my workouts go, so I was really up in the air. I asked you guys all what programs I should do and things like that. And everyone said I should do T25. A bunch of my team decided to jump in and start doing T25 along with a bunch of my clients. And then when I was on my Punta Cana trip, I heard that Sean T is coming out with a new workout program that is not a dance workout program. It is the first workout program that he has released since Max 30, which you all know is my like absolute favorite. So he's going to be announcing that next Friday. So you know what? I'm going to go with doing T25 for right now. I don't know when the program will be released, and I know that once it's released, I'm probably going to want to jump in and do it. So I'm going to commit for right now. This might change, but that's okay. To 30 days of, I printed out the calendar of T25 Gamma, the Pure Strength. It's a 30-day calendar, so that way maybe in June the new program will be out. I heard that it's going to be out before we go to Summit, which we have like 70-ish days before then. But I can just start on T25 and do that with my people. And if you guys want to do this for 30 days, there is an option to do it for free with us. So let me know if you want to do that. But it's a 25-minute workout. This is like there's like 3 different steps in the program, and this is the last step, and it does have a lot of weights, but there's a beginner, an intermediate, and like an advanced. This is probably the advanced, but I can help you choose where you would need to start with that program and go from there. I do find that it is easier when you do have a plan. When I'm following a workout program, for the 2 weeks before I left from Punta Cana, I did not have a plan, and I kind of was just jumping around doing workouts, which is fine, but I really need a calendar to follow, and I find that that is another thing that's going to make you successful, is having a calendar to follow. So I'm just going to kind of go over again what I was talking about. First things first, in order to get long-lasting results and to really find what works for you, you have to educate yourself. You have to realize that this is going to be a long, ongoing journey, kind of like an experiment with yourself. You have to experiment with yourself. At the same time, I wouldn't put such strict, rigid rules on you. Like I did last year when I tried to do AIP. That just did not work for me. And I saw results after I quit doing it. So that just didn't work for me. It may work for some people, and that's fine. This is the other thing, is like, you don't want to judge what other people are doing. You don't know what feels good in my body might feel totally different in your body, and that's okay. And that's where we have to realize that this is going to be an experiment and ongoing knowledge. Stay away from the shiny objects. Any quick fix thing or anything like that is not going to get you where you want to go. At the same time, I really suggest focusing on short periods of time. So yes, this is a lifelong journey, but if you can focus on short periods of time and create that kind of urgency, then you're going to start seeing results, and that's going to give you the momentum to keep going. So like, for instance, this 30-day workout calendar, this is good for me to focus on. And I'm focusing on 60 days. So whatever comes next after this 30 days, as far as workouts, I'm not quite sure yet, but as far as my nutrition, I know I'm dialing that in. I'm really going back to high fat, low carb. I might be taking out dairy. I haven't quite decided yet. The other question I always get is if I eat that way, because I'm not going to label it keto, because, you know, everyone has their own opinions. But if I do Shakeology with my low carb, high fat diet, and yes, I do. I talk about this a lot. I tend to do my carbs during the day or at night if I do. So Shakeology is going to be like my dessert at the end of the night. I might try some intermittent fasting. I'm learning a lot about fasting. I don't want to talk about it yet because I kind of like to try it out before I share it with you guys. And that's the thing is, like, you guys, you have to do something, you know, long term to see if it works. And I have been kind of following this high fat, low carb diet for almost a year now. And it took about 9 months to get my thyroid levels good and my antibodies down. And I know it was from the way that I was eating. So I know that that works for me, and I'm going to continue on with that. And you know, you just want to keep going. So the other thing, the last thing that I wanted to add is I'm hoping that this 60 days to Summer Strong, I'm going to have a group going. If you guys are interested in getting into it, that's awesome. But I'm going to be recording, I got to wrap up here, but I'm going to be recording my journey on my YouTube channel. I'm hoping to do a lot more vlogs there. At least I'm hoping for 3 times a week. That way you guys can see like where I'm going from now. I'm not going to be weighing myself because that's not something I'm doing, but I will show you guys like my before and afters, and just how if you focus for a short period of time, how you can make changes that are long lasting. You can create habits that'll keep going even after that's over. So that series will be up on my YouTube. Hopefully, this will probably be the first video. I'll probably load this video first, and then we'll start on with the vlogs as far as like food goes, what I'm eating throughout the day, how my workouts are going, and things like that. So if you guys want to join me over there, you can just search Ashley Beeman Fit and Fabulous, and it should come up. Otherwise, let me know your questions for the coaching webinar on Thursday night. I'm really excited because I know we have a lot of new people that are getting started on in Team Fearless, and it's just going to be really great. We have some really great energy going in there right now, and if you're just looking for a group of people that are there for you, that want you to be, you know, have this better life. And I just can't explain. I made a post this morning about like the energy in the room when we were all working out together, and just like the energy when we go on trips. Like when Beachbody goes on a trip as a whole, it's really so much different than going on a trip like I've been on a couple cruises, and the cruise that we went on last year is so different because all of the people are positive, they're happy, they're smiling at each other, they're talking to each other, they're helping each other out. There's people in all shapes and different sizes. It's just this amazing energy of people that come together, and I truly love just being with everybody. So I have a group, but love to follow you. Okay, awesome. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate that. So yeah, if you guys have questions about coaching or anything like that, just shoot them over to me. I'll get them answered on Thursday night. And now that the kid is done crying, I'm done.